So if you look back at the early videos, these used to come out here and then they were kicked back 2 inches and then carried along. So I've now made the whole wall the same depth so that I can go over that post there, and there's another jack post at the end. And these two are now mounted in the wall. So this one actually goes right the way back and touches the sheetrock on the bedroom the other side. So this is as far back into the wall as it will go. There's no beam behind this, but that's fine. This isn't load bearing because the beam across the top is on a jack post there and a support post there, so it doesn't matter about any of this. This one's in here, but there's a fair gap at the back of it. I've done it so they want a sheetrock and then put trim. This will be flush with the trim that goes around it. There'll be oak trim around it all the way around, and there'll be trim down the middle. And then at some point, I guess I'm going to build a little shelf, maybe here and one there for drinks. You know, people want to stand and play and stick a beer on there or on there. The Pachinko machine, because it's designed to be, this is a 1974 machine, this would have been fitted in a public place. You would buy 100 balls, and the balls that you lose end up on the inside of the machine at the bottom. Well, to save me keep unlocking it and emptying the machine to give people more balls to play, I'm thinking about making a little tray here that pulls out on a shelf so that all the balls you lose end up in the lose pot, and then you can just pour the pot out, empty it back in there, carry on playing. I know it kind of defeats the point. You know, the idea is you buy 100 balls and you try and get more than 100 balls back so that, you know, you win. Because in Japan, where gambling's illegal, this is how they get around it. So yes, there'll probably be a little pull-out tray underneath that all the losing balls end up in that. All you do basically is flick the lever. And if you get it into one of these, or that one, or these ones, if they go into there, the little flaps shut, and then you end up with winnings. So it's cool. I think it's cool. It's, you know, 48 years old next year. So this corner will get mudded. This will end up as a nice square corner, and then all this will get sheetrocked and tidy with some trim around it to match the glass. And then this wall comes out and will become the back of the bookcase, and the bookcase door will open this way. Well, I've got to take the wall out to build the bookcase in it. So a bit more progress. But those two machines are now mounted. There's no on and off switch for this machine. So rather than have it on all the time, what I'm going to do is put an on-off switch next to it or underneath it or something, so I can just flick the switch off, so to cut the power to this. You know, just so if I need to work on it, or if we're not using the arcade, then it can be off. So yeah, one coat, still needs a second coat. Look how cool that looks. Ordered the glass shelves today, glass shelf, all in 1/2-inch glass. They have to be cut in Atlanta, made custom. So you have to be super accurate with your measurements, or do what I do, put the glass in first and then trim around it so you can make it any size you want. But yeah, it's just cool. You know, we've got another 2 machines there. So essentially we'll have 1, 2, 4 pinballs. So that's 6 machines. Arcade cabinet 7, and then the technically 8, because the arcade cabinet is 2-player, and then there'll be 2 driving cabinets. So there'll be 10 people could be kept busy in here if they all played one thing each.